Let's broaden the conversation here on JoyNews Desk. Road consultant engineer Abdullahi Mahama joins us on Zoom with more. Good morning to you, sir, and thanks for your time. Key among the concerns of commuters is that the rehabilitation work should be done at night. Now, what could have been done before the commencement of work to reduce the impact of the traffic we're experiencing now?
Well, good morning to your viewers. The works are ongoing both day and night. The issue is that, the bridge had been examined with the structural integrity of the bridge had been examined, and they realized that the slab covering the two abutments is giving way. So immediately, government had to allocate some funds to the Ghana Highway Authority to carry out the emergency rehabilitation and maintenance of the bridge. I've heard a lot of people talking about the fact that the work should be done in the night. The works that are supposed to be done in the night are still ongoing, with the fabrication of the iron rods, the reinforcement bars for the strengthening of the beam, the slab is being done. But what it means is that the two abutments, the two beam concrete, had a metal steel, which was, I think, renovated, 2014. Once the steel had been removed, whether they work during the day or they work in the night, in the morning, nobody can use the place because there has been a disconnect between people who are coming from Tema to Accra. In most of such instances, you only do a diversion either to the left or the right. In this case, the left is the most convenient area because of the wider median. And so some meters before the bridge, which is about 50 meters before the bridge, there's a diversion to the median, and that forces those who are coming from Accra to Tema to have a single carriageway, and then you veer off onto the exit back onto the Accra-bound stretch of the road. What I've noticed from the Ghana Highway Authority is that every step is taken so that this inconvenience will not stay much longer. Concrete, when it is casted, will take about 28 days satisfactorily for vehicles to go across it. But we are being told that within a matter of 2 weeks, the slab or the bridge will be open to traffic. It means the Ghana Highway have strengthened or are adding additives to the concrete to make sure that the concrete is cured within a very short time so that we will not extend the inconveniences that we are experiencing on the motorways at now. On the right-hand side is a river. They would have wished that there would have been a Bailey bridge, a steel bridge that would have been constructed for motorists to use the two carriageways still on the right-hand side. But looking at the state of the bridge, we may not be lucky if we decide that because of the inconveniences, let's allow the vehicles to use the bridge as we do a temporary Bailey bridge on the right-hand side to make sure that we don't get this traffic that we're experiencing now. The police are there to help, I'm told, and then just that our drivers must also exercise some patience. Those who are coming with a 4-lane, where the road is a 2-lane, they all try to create their own lanes because they cannot just be patient a bit, and all of them get to the entrance of the diversion, and that is one of the issues that we are having on the motorway. But I'm told yesterday when I got an interview to Joy FM that the police are there 24/7 to ensure that within a matter of a week or so, the bridge will be open to traffic.
But if you look at the way the road is, couldn't there have been any alternative or diversion through other communities to reduce the impact of the traffic on that section?
You would bear with me that you know how the area is built up. There are factories on both sides of the place. There are rivers on the right. If you are Accra-bound, the river goes across the motorway. And so if you want to do a diversion a bit close by, you are just going to be forced to do a temporary bridge. And that bridge will not take less than maybe 2-3 months to be completed. And we just have to say thumbs up to the ministry, the Ghana Highway Authority, for their observation and the routine checks and maintenance that they are doing on these bridges across the country. Because you see, they noticed all these problems. They looked around, and the engineering community, as the Ghana Highway, wouldn't necessarily inconvenience motorists if they have other options available, which will not be so expensive. But they are looking at the ease of construction and then bringing back to the road the traffic as soon as possible. You know, the motorway is highly traffic road in Ghana. About 5-6 years ago, the traffic that I conducted, the survey, was about 93,000 vehicles were using the motorway per day. 93,000 vehicles. Fast forward, we are told by the DVLA, per the records we have, that almost every year, 250,000 vehicles are registered in the country. So let's just talk about 6 years now. We have about 250,000 vehicles times 6. We are talking about almost 150,000 vehicles within this short time. And let's say we are taking about maybe a fraction, 30% of that onto the motorway as part of those who are commuting on that road. It's quite significant. And so at this time, we just have to, the motorists have to just bear with the construction, the maintenance, which is ongoing. I think it raises a question as to how we should be able to start to increase not only the motorway. I'm told the motorway, God willing, in the next 4 months or so, we're going to resume the construction, start the construction of the motorway. Can we have other alternative roads that in the event where we have such defects, we will not have to be trying to do temporary diversions because of the constraint that we have within the local the area where the defects will be the maintenance is going to be carried out.
All right, thank you very much for joining us here, Engineer Abdullahi Mahama. He is a road consultant.